Cast audio officially, as one might have said before at some point in time. I have had it up to here officially.
Officially?
Yes, ma'am. Alright, so we will say some other words about things, but on the quick, Tariq Nasheed is fucking inadvertently hilarious. Like, if you're not in his echo chamber and you're not of that area of black conservative thought, this shit is fucking hilarious. I think Emily Loco knows the officially that I'm saying, right? Officially. There's Sophia Loco with the unmiraculous bath bombs.
Yes.
Nigga.
Is that what she's the patron saint of?
Yeah, and busting open Russian snacks on camera and shit.
Yes.
Niggas be wildin'. Alright, let's see what the heck darn's going on here. Alright, so you have a story from yesterday.
I do have a story from yesterday.
Yeah, so
because I like to keep up to date on things.
Yeah, February 13th, yesterday.
13th. Bill Cosby's spokesman says the comedian thinks prison is an amazing experience.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Mm-hmm. Despite the circumstances, Bill Cosby said his time in prison is an, quote, amazing experience, according to his press spokesman, Andrew Wyatt. Wait, really? Yeah, he used the term amazing experience, Wyatt said.
Yeah.
Wyatt's interview with WCAU in Philadelphia provides new details of Cosby's time behind bars at SCI Phoenix, the prison outside Philadelphia. Cosby was sentenced in sexually assaulting Andrea Constant in 2004. Yeah. So Cosby was moved to the prison's general population 2 weeks ago and is now in a single cell without a cellmate, said Amy Warden, press secretary for the Department of Corrections. He was previously being held in a single cell unit adjacent to the infirmary. Bill Cosby's wife, Camille, has not yet visited him in prison, but that's how Cosby prefers it, said Wyatt.
He's doing his thing. In our last update, he was diagnosing people.
He was diagnosing people with, like, illnesses and shit. Yeah.
And Sophia Loco said officially the international snack mulatto.
Yes, I love it.
Jesus Christ. And you got promoted from Blaxican to international snack mulatto.
Yes.
That is rowdy.
Right now, I'm his only visitor outside of his attorneys, and that's the way he wants it, says Wyatt. She has not visited it, and he does not want her to visit him. Instead, Cosby prefers to speak to his wife by phone 3 times a day for 3 minutes each. Okay.
God damn.
Yeah. Wyatt said Cosby has lost weight while behind bars. He gets up at 3:30 in the morning to exercise in his cell and has avoided eating any breads or desserts while in prison. He hasn't drank any coffee since he's been there. Now, the funny part is Mrs. Cosby's been trying to stop him from drinking coffee for 55 years, and it took this to get him to stop drinking coffee. What in the fucking whimsical bullshit are they trying to do right now?
To finally get in trouble for raping someone, and all of a sudden he's like, man, coffee's the problem.
Coffee is the problem.
It was coffee the whole time.
It was coffee the whole time.
And
he can't eat bread, because wasn't niggas throwing sandwiches at him and shit? And hot dog buns and shit?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's probably why he's not eating the bread. Because people are throwing it at him. Wyatt added, he's mentally strong. He's just a strong man. Last week, Wyatt told CNN that Cosby is living largely separated from other inmates, except he has helpers who guide him around because of vision problems. He does not eat with the other residents, does not have a cellmate, and does not exercise with the other residents. Okay.
All right, so I have a story.
He's having an amazing time. It's an amazing experience.
And that was February 13th.
Yeah, it was yesterday. Coffee-free experience.
I have one from February 14th, published at 12 o'clock today. I don't know which time zone. And this is off of Vice.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby said he's a political prisoner and compared himself to Gandhi.
Being Gandhi is an amazing experience.
24 hours later. Fucking, so on Vice says, when Bill Cosby was convicted of sexually assaulting Andrea Constant and sentenced to prison last year, his crisis control guy, Andrew Wyatt, called the trial the most racist and sexist trial in the history of the United States.
I think certain lynching victims would have something to say about that.
No, Bill Cosby's the real victim of sexism somehow. That magical Negro, huh? See? Gee, it's a real thing. The Alabama-based spin doctor was tasked with the very difficult job of rehabilitating the public image of a man who admitted in court that he drugged women. He also said it on Larry King Live in the 90s.
Yeah.
But
I had a bit about it. And what was like the 80s with the Spanish Fly?
Yeah. So there's no admitted it. It's just locker room talk. Archive chat space.
Sophia said Gandhi was also anti-black, so I guess they have that in common. And Gandhi was also accused of inappropriate things with women.
And that's why Gandhi didn't have anything to eat, because niggas was stealing his pound cake. He actually wasn't. It wasn't a hunger strike.
It wasn't a hunger strike.
I think I missed one. He said a strong man who tried to use disability as a defense.
That's Suge Knight shit.
Oh, shit. Legally.
Legally blonde. I don't know.
And this first paragraph of the article pretty much tells you everything we all know about Cosby being a serial rapist. But it continues saying, now in his first statement since his conviction, Cosby has taken the whole victim thing a step further. This is the day after the article Phoenix just found. Well, you already had. He's comparing himself to some of the greatest civil rights icons and martyrs of all time. Quote, my political beliefs, I can't do a Cosby impression, my political beliefs, my actions of trying to humanize all races, genders, and religions, have landed me in this place surrounded by barbed wire fencing, a room made of steel and iron, he said through Wyatt in a statement. So now I have a temporary residence that resembles the quarters of some of the greatest political prisoners. Martin Luther King Jr., Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, Randall Robinson, and Dr. Benjamin Chavez. For some reason, I just heard Carson coming after that.
Wait. Actions of trying to humanize all races. When you get shot for stealing a $2 piece of pound cake, that's humanizing by saying he deserved it.
He's Bill Pak Shakur, the realest nigga.
And rape is now, what, a humanizing experience? Is that what we're going with? 'Cause...
Right, and he said all genders. Like, is he... What kind of confused SJW shit is my man's on? What Loco said in the joint?
Bill Cosby has gotten funny as fuck since he has been imprisoned. Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah, as soon as they're not joking anymore. Ooh, excuse me. And this is live on the Twitters. And I think we have like another headline to get to. And like, while we're playing the Tariq Nasheed shit, if you got some shit you want to say, there's 347-857-3937. I have the little board down there to my left. If I'm not responding to it quickly enough, leave a comment because I'm always looking directly that way anyway. Yes. All right. So, Skippy Flippy Dibby Doo. I had this other one. Remember the name Laquan McDonald?
Yes.
He got murder-fied. I think it was 16 shots.
16 shots?
Yeah, 16 shots. And I remember, like, before the news outlets had him, Phoenix and I were sitting there, like, watching him, like, trying to count the shots.
Yeah.
You're like, fucking 16, this wild motherfucker. Well, Jason Van Dyke got his ass beat by cellmates. Good. That's actually the whole story.
Yeah.
You don't need a headline for that.
Do they have their names? Did they release their names yet? Because I'm sure people would love to put money on their books.
Of the heroes?
Yes. I'm sure people would love to put money on their books if that, you know.
Reopen close tab. Skippy Flippy Dibby Doo. All right. Former Chicago Van Dyke, who was white, convicted in October. Yes, we know that. His attorney said he was attacked in his cell. Ooh, they went up in the cell. So it wasn't even like some cafeteria shit. They closed the door on a nigga.
February 7th, 2 days after he arrived.
He suffered facial injuries in the attack. I like the technical terms for this ass beating. His attorney is Tammy Wind. And concern for his safety, not seeing any names here. Authorities would not say why Van Dyke was transferred from a state prison in Illinois to a federal prison in Connecticut. Don't know. No, I'm not seeing a gosh darn name here.
Oh, well. If I find the heroes' names, I will put up their whatever they're using, JPAL, JPay, whatever they're using these days.
Oh, it's probably a fucking Smoothie, Shifty, D-Money.
Smoothie, Shifty,
It was them, actually. It was those three.
Smoothie, Shifty, and D-Money, yeah.
And you know what? Like, we gotta put money on their books because they're gonna save that for when they get out to take care of their babies from when they got the white girls pregnant before they went home. These are the facts.
Okay.
All right. What do you have? You have some gang member stuff?
Yeah, Kansas bill seeks to define same-sex marriage as a parody marriage and would prohibit the state from recognizing same-sex marriages or transgender people. The bill seeks to establish what is, quote, an elevated marriage for straight couples. The legislation would also allow gay conversion therapy. Two bills were introduced, one that says same-sex marriage erodes community standards of decency. It argues that civil rights for gay people are different than civil rights for black people because it claims that there are no ex-blacks, but there are thousands of ex-gays.
Yeah, we're a couple of ex-blacks.
We are ex-blacks. I am ex-black.
Yeah, smooth move, ex-blacks.
The measures would also prohibit public schools and libraries from hosting or endorsing drag queen story time. Yeah. So, you know.
And in the archive chat space. Oh, what up?
Oh, sorry. My favorite part, though, is that the sponsor, Randy Garber, Republican, obviously, said, their marriage probably doesn't affect me, their union, or whatever you want to call it, but in my opinion, they're trying to force their beliefs on society. It doesn't affect me, but them doing it is forcing their beliefs on society.
I want to interview him and ask him, would it be better worded if you said they're trying to force it down our throats? I want to hear him say it. We did a segment about that.
I'm just curious. A substitute teacher from North Carolina has resigned following allegations. She told a 10-year-old student that wearing athletic apparel was the same as wearing prison attire, and also allegedly told her students that Martin Luther King committed suicide and was not assassinated.
Holy fuck, man. Holy shit.
Also, she voted for Trump, and that's just a fact that we know about her as well.
That nigga has analyzed more Alex Jones than me. Holy shit.
And my last one, the Kentucky Senate is approving a bill that would allow people to carry concealed handguns without any permits or training. It's going to be bad. It's going to give us a lot of white-on-white crime stories, though, so, you know.
All right. I wasn't ready for that shit.
Oh, yeah, he committed suicide.
Can you bring that story back on another episode? Let's do that again and really dig into that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, you have more. You be having a gang of news.
Oh, no, this was the same story. I was just making sure I didn't miss anything else wild that she said.
Okay. You want to hear people say wild things?
Not really.
Trigger warning, folks.
This show is fucked up.
All right, Michael Graham. Is that less exhaustive?
It's Free Thought Thursday in the wine cellar.
All right. We're going to do some silly things. Okay, so, again, folks, every week, I think it's like Wednesday or Thursday, typically Wednesday, I think it is, like the Tariq Nasheed podcast goes up, so I play that while I'm getting ready for work. You know, I play other shit, too, you know, I play The Dig, BBC Woman's Hour, shit like that. You know, the Young Turks, Democracy Now! In the afternoon. But when Tariq Nasheed's one is up, I play that shit and I look at what he's talking about. And holy shit, this is a special one. And I missed a gang of comments in the comment section here.
Oh, no.
Let's see here. Amy Loco said he got his teeth kicked down his throat, and it doesn't have the same homogenized ring, I guess. Sophia Loco said stares in black guy or black gay.
Yes.
I messed that up bad. Wait, Jan Loco said drag queen story time becomes legit. It wasn't legit before.
Oh, well, it was always legit, but, you know, more and more places are trying to do it, and it's getting more and more opposition.
Fresh. They need to bring that shit out to Elgin.
They should. That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
Illinois.
Did anyone watch the Steve Harvey one? I did not. People keep telling me to, though, so I'm going to. Because, like, this is, like, now, like, the 5th time someone's asked me today.
Yep, do it. And Sophia Loco said, listening to those headlines made me tired. All right.
That's fair.
We're going to lift your dat-gum spirits, Miss Ma'am.
Oh, cool. I love stupid bullshit like this.
Yes.
How do you feel? I feel amazing. Is this how men feel? All the time. Even the ugly ones.
All
What
right.
about the ashy ones?
Oh, they feel great. Dude, you know how many times Tariq Nasheed goes live on YouTube and says, I'm
ashy?
Yeah, he literally rubs his face and says, I'm ashy today on multiple videos. Like, we could make a super cut at this point.
But I mean, all this money this nigga making and he can't afford lotion.
No, he likes snacks. He really does. Like his friends just get him junk food for his birthday. All
Make
right.
the diabetes come sooner rather than later.
All right, let's see. So, he's gonna start out here. I made my show note for 9 minutes, but I'm gonna let it start at 8:15. Give it a running start. Give it a little context.
And then that black man moves up to governorship. There are no black governors in the United States right now.
All right, so that's about the governor in blackface,
Northam.
and they don't want a black man to get a chance to be governor. That's the framework he's laying out here. Okay.
Oh no, so this could be some rape apologist shit.
Oh, it's better than that.
There are no black governors in the United States, and that's how they want it. They'll let black people be the mayor or the sheriff, but they don't like black folks being...
There's like black billionaires. There was some black guy who had a job at the White House a couple years ago. For a while, too.
What, like the butler?
Yeah, I think so. The butler to Wall Street, but yeah, still a butler.
governor. You understand? They do not like black people being no damn governor because, see, you can control the allocation of resources and all this stuff.
All right, now, again, this is like my new favorite thing is Tariq Nasheed talking about partisan politics because he doesn't know shit. He thinks that if you're the governor, you can just be like, yeah, nigga, this goes here. He thinks it's a dictatorship.
That's not how it works. That's the same shit. And that's how, honestly, conservatives have that fucking mindset. They're so fucking authoritarian with their shit. It's the same shit with, like, Trump and all them, where they're like, well, the president, I could just sign an executive order for anything. I could just declare a crisis for anything. No, you have to have a budget. It has to be voted on. There are veto powers. There are rules in place. You have to have majorities, sometimes supermajority. Like, checks and balances. It's a whole thing. You can't just fucking, I'm governor. All money is now going to public schools.
But of course, a guy who came up as a pimp doesn't see it that way.
If you're the governor, you get a little power, especially in Virginia. Remember,
Especially
Virginia.
Yeah, especially it's Virginia's different.
What the fuck they got in Virginia?
It's a commonwealth. It's not a state. It's a commonwealth. So it's the governor is commonly wealthy.
The governor of New York has power. Illinois, because you got Chicago. California, what, 5th largest fucking economy? For what the fuck Virginia got?
He power lifts. He's he's deadlifting and squat thrust. All right. Oh man, Tariq doesn't know shit, man.
That's the first slave state.
That's why. Because it had slaves early on. Like, like Mississippi is really
progressive and stuff.
and powerful.
Yes.
Nigga. Like, look, okay, so like who came about the one with the listen to yourself, my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's a what? I think she was in Senate, not Congress.
Yeah.
And she wanted to not have Obamacare. Bam. No Obamacare.
I don't think that's how that happened.
No, we have Romney care.
I don't think that's how that happened.
He's just trying to give the Negro credit for the white man's work. Hating.
That's why they doing all that blackface. Virginia is the birthplace of American slavery.
No, yeah, it is. He did Hidden Colors. He's a historian. He knows.
That's why last time he said that it was free mulatto blacks who were the ones who stopped the slave revolt. That was actually, they got narked on by actual slaves from the church.
International snack mulattoes, I think is what they actually were.
They were international snack mulattoes.
Can you remind me of that one? That shit is kind of funny sounding.
That's okay. Why did you say? Are you saying I have snacks and love in common with Tariq Nasheed? No. Sorry.
Your snacks are more sophisticated. That nigga be eating like 3-pound cupcakes and shit.
Ew.
Yeah. Right. Let's see. Damn. Was I just being like classist? You have sophisticated snacks, madam.
You did? Well,
you did?
The Spanish brought over people like Estevanico and all that stuff, but to make it official.
It was already official in the colonies before the states existed.
No, it wasn't official, though. You see? You dig?
When did Virginia become a state?
When it got statehood, family. You dig?
When were the colonies around?
When the white supremacists colonized them, you dig? Come on, family.
Dates are stupid, actually. Historical dates, when talking about history, putting dates on things is stupid. We should definitely, not do that, ever.
Ma'am.
On the dockets. Came out of Virginia.
Yep, on the dockets. See? It was on the dockets. They're in a manila folder. In the cubby hole. You just kind of put them there. See, with a Sharpie. And a highlight.
So they don't want that black man to get up to governorship. They don't want him to rise up. So they had a scandal in waiting for that.
Now remember that Ben Carson was leading in their polls.
Yes.
All right.
Guy. Do you understand me? They already had the fact that they pulled out those people and threw that scandal on him overnight. They already had people waiting.
You see? The women that accused the black guy of rape, they were just in waiting because the white supremacists had them in waiting just in case Coon Man had the blackface pictures come out to keep the black man from being governor. That's what he was spinning this whole yarn. That minute and 18 seconds, that was him. That's the yarn he was spinning.
Wouldn't it just make more sense to have, since obviously the white supremacists are in control of this multiple accounts of sexual assault, wouldn't they just have, if they were doing all that, said it during the campaign so he would have dropped out from running in the first place, if that was the goal?
Or wouldn't they just kill him? I thought that's what white people did to dangerous black people.
They do.
No.
But actually now I want to go, look at this guy's record and be what are his policies? How progressive is he? Is he not dangerous to white supremacy because he's, fuck single payer?
But also, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to Me Too him so that he can't come up.
Already had a scandal waiting on that dude. Because the brother said, I did an FBI screening. There were no hits, nothing. Nothing.
FBI screening?
Where did this come from?
Yeah, FBI hits. There were no FBI screening. There were no hits. There were no nothing. No nothing. So where did this come from? I think people should actually read Tariq Nasheed's words. Because, it's just as goofy as when you actually read Donald Trump shit.
It is. Well, that's the thing. And, there's this theory that people talk like that on purpose because they're intentionally leaving gaps so that they never have to supply details and you get to make your own inference into what they're saying.
Oh, we have a post about that on Social Dissonance. Yeah.
So understand, black people, if you're in any kind of position around the dominant white society, they already have a pre-planned scandal for you.
All right, so
or you could just not rape anybody.
Now the white people at my job, they have a pre-planned scandal for me. They found someone to do an impression of my voice and make podcast episodes saying all sorts of problematic shit. And then they're going to post it and be like, look, William hates gay Jews and butterflies and Jews.
And butterflies are overrated, though.
Yeah, they are. They're gussied up moths.
Except for that one that looks like snake heads.
Said, pre-planned scandal. You should have been there for the, what was it, mulatto buffer class secret society.
Oh my god, yes.
Those words in that order on purpose.
I talked about this before, how they wait and they time certain things. With Cosby, they were plotting that whole thing with Cosby for a long time.
Again, wouldn't they just kill him?
Yeah.
And think about, I like how vague the long time is. 90s, 80s, 70s. But why would they, now let's say Cosby was doing all this damage to white supremacy. Why would they let him do it for 3, 4, 5 decades and not have just killed? Why would they kill Martin Luther King?
Yeah.
And leave him?
He was woke or something.
Locked up Mumia Abu-Jamal for quite some time and leave him. That they were plotting it for a long time.
Sophia's sad. I said butterflies are overrated, but they're pollinators. Yeah, I mean, they're still
they are
a little overrated though.
No, they're pollinators. I'm going with the international snack mulatto. We need pollinators.
Broadcast a few months ago, breaking that down. How they were plotting that whole thing. They were getting everybody organized. They were plotting that whole Cosby thing for a long time.
See, now you guys, I put a link to this in the Wine Cellar Podcast Friends group. You gotta look at his face when he says that. Like, he is smugly full of shit. And also the vagueness, again, where he says, I did a broadcast about that a couple of months ago. Nobody's going to go look for that.
Right.
And if you can't find it, he's going to say the white supremacists reported it and got it deleted from YouTube.
Right.
The nigga's grimy. Let's see where my next note is.
Pseudo-intellectual. But
yes.
also, well, like, more importantly, he's, like, on that, like, snake oil preacher shit, where he'll say something if he thinks it makes him sound smart and authoritative, so his followers fall in line and just accept it to be truth.
All right. Now, we got to jump to 17 minutes.
Oh, Lord. All right.
It's going to get good.
I'm sure it is.
Now, do you hear, or did you hear, that horse crap that she just said?
Oh, he's talking about Ocasio Cortez here.
Okay.
So let's give that a bit of a running start so you can hear that horse crap. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And my identity is the descendant of many different identities. I am the descendant of African slaves. I am a descendant of indigenous peoples. I'm a descendant of Spanish colonizers. I am a descendant of all sorts of folks. That doesn't mean I'm black. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean I'm, native. But it does mean that I can use that as I can tell the story of my ancestors. That doesn't mean that I am that. And so I think in terms of how we navigate that, I think...
Okay, let me tell you.
All right, she said that now. So now Tariq, this is so meta. We are about to do commentary on his commentary of her commentary.
But it's also going to be like, I'm ready for the hypocrisy right now. I'm ready for it.
All right, let's do it.
My identity is the descendant of...
All right. Now, do you hear, or did you hear, that horse crap that she just said? Do you see that?
Yes.
I told y'all this woman was slick. I told y'all to watch out for her. This woman, and understand, it's the Democrats.
Oh, and just so you know, as a person that consumes his content weekly, he wasn't saying shit about her. Mm-hmm. She was not on his radar. Mm-hmm. All right.
Who they've given her the script.
All right.
The Democrat establishment fucking hates her. Can people who don't follow politics shut the fuck up about politics, please?
No, like Nancy Pelosi went straight to her, said, "Hey, little Ocas, little homie, check this out, Lo. I want you to go out there and break the game down on that descendant type shit, my nigga." And Ocasio was like, "Yeah, big homie. Yeah, big homie. I'm down for that shit, nigga. Let's ride." And then that's what they did.
None of those things happened.
Yeah.
No.
Nancy Pelosi says nigga all the time.
That might be true.
Man.
That might be true.
To get out here and spew this nonsense. Because, see, we're out here talking about tangibles now. And she's been trying...
And he might say talking about, but he never says what these tangible things are.
They're, when you have a black governor and he just allocates land and grants to black people, those are the tangibles, fam.
And there's no black governors right now, but there were before. So...
No, there's never been a black governor.
They, ma'am.
No.
trying to finesse a way to bring in Hispanics and all other people to latch them on to tangibles that we're supposed to get.
But see, this is the thing though, because if she would have said like, yeah, I'm black because I have slave descendants in, you know, my ancestry, they would be jumping on her for being like, but you don't get read as black, you don't sound black, you weren't raised black, you weren't raised with black people, so you're claiming something that you don't know. Like, that's exactly what would happen if that shit would have happened. Like, I guarantee it. And, like, that's irritating because I think her take is pretty, you know, well nuanced, you know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know, what did he say about this?
It's, because I just heard him say something that I missed when I was first playing this.
Oh, okay.
Because he's talking about the tangibles, and he said, the tangibles. Now I'm saying it like it's something.
This woman, and understand, it's the Democrats who they've given her the script.
All right.
To get out here and spew this nonsense. Because, see, we're out here talking about tangibles now.
Okay.
And she's been trying to finesse a way to bring in Hispanics and all other people to latch them on to tangibles that we're supposed to get.
That we're supposed to get. Don't forget those words right there.
My favorite, I'm looking at the comments.
Wait, his or ours?
And his. She's Mexi pandering. She is Puerto Rican. What the fuck? Latinos are saying they're black now? Fuck out. Yeah, black Latinos exist because there were slaves in Puerto Rico. It happens.
Now, you know how you could say a word in two different ways and they mean different things now? Jew. Right. Negro. Negroes. Fucking, that's like nigga. And that's why when some high yellow woman that's a hotep, I forget her name, but I used to watch her videos sometimes. She's fun to watch. She you know, she's one of them spiritual niggas and picks her philosophy. And Tariq Nasheed was beefing with her, and she was like, you know what? I'm finally gonna respond, but excuse my tone or if I curse because I have to interact with the nigga mentality. It was funny. And that young person proceeded to talk down to Tariq Nasheed's old ass. Like, yeah, like the way he just said we're supposed to get. Because I remember when that Tyrese crying video about his offspring.
And I'm just wondering, man, how come blacks
is the epitome of single mother hood rat mentality?
Bam, that's what he said. Yeah, so he said this is why Tyrese is crying.
That's the epitome of the single mother hood rat mentality. And no man should have that mentality. And you should be clowned. I'm not about to sit up here, oh, he needs help. No, he needs to be G-checked over that whole ass shit he's doing.
But somewhere in that, you could find it. It's from November 2nd, 2017. And the main thing he kept saying, niggas got that mentality of, I'm supposed to get. That's that welfare single mother mentality. And then he just said, tangibles that we supposed to get. So I caught that. Like, hopefully, man, I wish I had time to edit. I'd want to run back and toss that in the ultimate mixdown.
Sofia, yo también.
Yeah. You darn right.
There's an Afro-Latina. Yo también, ¿y qué? Which is like that bullshit where like, oh, Latinos are black. Okay, nigga, what? My fucking grandmother was born on a slave plantation with her black ass. Get the fuck out of here. They're black though. And, by the way, Puerto Rico had slavery longer than the rest of the fucking continental United States did. And the slave owners got reparations.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, Puerto Rico's not popping. Maybe for celebrities going to party.
Yeah. Well, it's good for the white ones. White Puerto Ricans. As is everything else, right?
Yeah.
She's been trying to do that for a minute. That's why.
Now, keep in mind what he's getting at here. And keep in mind, he's talking to his echo chamber audience.
Right.
He's not talking to me or Phoenix or Sophia Loco or that Sam nigga from the UK. He's not talking to us. He's talking to his audience. He's not interested in making sense to us.
Right.
And he's telling them that Ocasio Cortez, this very popular young hit new politician, is paying attention to his hashtags and trying to get in on them as if his hashtags are legislation.
Yeah, well, it's tangibles. I like how because tangible means like a specific thing that you can grasp, right?
Yes.
Like a tangible, you can touch it, you can hold it. I like the fact he is making tangibles intangible.
Oh, fuck, he is.
Like,
son of a brisket, he is.
Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Oh, man.
If Alex and his followers think this is deep, yeah, they do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago, I played a clip of her talking about
reparations. No, you didn't.
And she was like, well, people think about reparations and slavery, but no, reparations is really about the New Deal. Now, why did she do that? Because
now, I guarantee you, if he did play that clip, whatever he just said right there is nowhere near the verbatim quote.
It's actually kind of close.
It is? Mm-hmm. Oh, it's about the New Deal or the Green New Deal?
No, the New Deal. Because she said something like, people only think of reparations as, like, originating in slavery, or for slave descendants, but it goes into that too when you get to like the New Deal under FDR, and like black people got, redlined and didn't get all the things that were promised to the American people in the New Deal. But then she kind of like low-key included Latinos in it, and I was like,
But then again, are there not black
there are, but I don't think yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if she meant like Latinos in general or if she meant like Afro-Latinos like specifically.
That's why I think she should fucking, because her social media presence is strong.
Yeah.
She should just, she's already in the game, and, I mean, I dare somebody to try to primary her, go for it. Like, stop going on CNN, stop going on MSNBC, go on Friendly Ground, Young Turks, Lee Camp, Nicole Sandler, go to the grassroots, because the people are going to tune in.
Fucking, the dumb establishment is trying to cut her seat for, like, the next election cycle. Or cut her district. So she can't run for it. She'd have to run for something else.
So the Democrats really just don't want the left anymore.
Yeah, the Democrats are literally, like, gerrymandering her district away.
Holy fuck, I didn't know that story.
Yeah. Because they're, like, trying to cut hers out and, like, merge it with a different one. So then it would be, like, a representative over a larger area. But then it's, I guess, partially a different demographic because it's, like, two sections combined into one now. Like, it hasn't been official, but that's, like, the rumor they're trying to do that to her.
Fucking Dems.
Yeah.
All right.
because she's Puerto Rican. So she had to find a way to attach.
I swear to God, if this nigga says Puerto Ricans aren't black.
To reparation. Because Hispanics.
He basically is saying that.
Hispanics were not enslaved in the United States.
All right? Hispanics were not enslaved in the United... Ma'am. These are the facts.
Hispanics were not enslaved in the United States. So you can't say Mexicans were.
Nigga, Mexicans are slaves now.
Shit. Well, I mean, but still, this is just like a fucking lack of understanding of history. Every fucking Latino country had a history of African slave labor. Like, one of the largest, outside of, like, United States and African countries, one of the largest populations of black people is Brazil. How the fuck you think all these niggas ended up in Brazil? Where the fuck you how the fuck you think they got there?
They were vacationing to go meet some hot light-skinned chicks. They were going down there because American black women be loud and ghetto and bossy, bruh. So I'm going to take my big money from cutting this hair and I'm going to go down there and get me one of them. They know how to be a woman. Them niggas. I you know what? Nah, I used to read their threads. I don't have time for that shit now. We'll play a little bit more of this part and jump to the next one.
As a matter of fact, we had a war against Mexico. So Hispanics were not enslaved in the United States. Puerto Ricans, some of them were enslaved in Puerto Rico, but when they were enslaved under the Spanish government. So that's why she had to take it out of slavery. Because
yeah, that is true. It was under the Spanish government, but then the United States wouldn't let Puerto Rico become its own state and took over the fucking island, so you also get the baggage that comes with that.
Why do you think Trump Stilskin was down there fucking shooting three-pointers with paper towels?
I'm surprised how many fucking Americans don't know Puerto Rico is part of the United States. Like, it's a territory. People really don't know that.
No, I think, what is the word? Annexed? All right, 24-minute area. I think he continues on with this, but it's funny. That was the idea behind this episode.
Of course.
Of course.
But with this woman, all of a sudden, this woman is up here talking about she's a descendant. she's a descendant of African slaves. Family, when was the last time a Latina claimed African heritage?
Big pun. With the twist of black and I'm proud. What's happening now?
Chino XL.
See, you're fucking lying about shit now.
I'm lying about
We're both
things right now.
liars that
Lies.
make up things. We're fibbing and lying.
Also, me.
Nope.
Me.
Nope. Not Sophia. Not none of y'all knuckers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but, and you know the funny shit is, he was recently talking about how he's been listening to a bunch of Bronx hip-hop. In all irony.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
You know how many Latinos, Latinas, I know you're in here listening. Y'all know, y'all go out of your way to deny your African heritage. As a matter of fact, you get offended if somebody were to call you black. You get offended if somebody brought up your black great-grandmother.
That's another thing that he doesn't harp on this, but whenever he's talking about folks classified Hispanic, Latino, I don't know which word.
Yeah.
And he always says they all have a black great-grandmother that's like, you know, like, and he always insinuates they're like my complexion.
Right.
And it's like, everybody doesn't have that. Like, where did you, he just made that shit the fuck up.
Right.
He maybe saw like 2 examples and said that is now the universal reality. Mm-hmm. We missing comments?
Dasha Polanco, yeah. Also, Latino identifies as black.
Is that the orange?
I don't know.
Orange is the new Blidnack?
I don't know.
That's the Orange is the New Blidnack, ain't it? The one that got pregnant in the first season.
I didn't watch the first season.
Hating.
I don't really watch that show.
Why y'all go out of your way to deny that African bloodline?
See, no, that's
When
like...
somebody say,
That's disingenuous because there is a serious colorism problem in Latin America, just like there is in the United States. But there's also a lot of like black pride movements that have sprung up. Like black people in Mexico, Afro-Latinos in Mexico just had to fight to be like a legally recognized demographic. They just got that shit in the Constitution like 2 or 3 years ago. That didn't fucking happen out of nowhere. What the fuck?
But also, I don't know how universal or general this is, but I remember growing up in Washington State, from Spanaway to Tacoma, there was always a nice handful of black kids when I was a kid that would always be like, well, I mean, I'm not really just black. I mean, I'm also Korean and I'm Creole and I got some Indian in me. That's why my hair is like this. Mm-hmm. It's like, but only nigga, everybody be trying to find out how they're not black. Mm-hmm. Nigga. Well,
yeah.
Us, we show up with matching black shirts, nigga. Black. Shop at the discount. Nigga, go to these joints like fucking $4 or $7. Yeah, nigga. Keep it cheap. What am I missing in the archive chat space?
Orange is the New Black. You were right. Fallon said something. I can't tell you. Can't answer. I feel like he's thinking of Veronica Vega, I think this is Latina who... Oh no! There's more comments. I can't read them. The screen keeps moving up. Who claims to be Latina, which makes it okay for her to say the N-word. Oh, Jesus.
There you go. N-wording it up. And what am I missing from Jones?
John said, I actually watched his broadcast on IG. Don't do that to yourself. He was saying that Latinos would pretend to be black so they could receive reparations. But yeah, you can't pretend to be black though, because then on all your like paperwork, like your fucking birth certificate and your fucking like school papers, like when you fill out your school registration shit, it's obviously not gonna have black marked on it. So how the fuck are you gonna pretend to be black?
That's how simplistic Tariq's mind is, and that's how even more simplistic he thinks his audience minds are. That he thinks you can just walk up to the office, say I'm black, and get a black check. A tangibles black check.
A tangibles black check?
The fuck?
How are they gonna pretend to be black? And then also, if they because there are Latinos who hate their blackness or hate black people in general, they're not gonna fucking pretend to be black. Fuck no. They're gonna keep claiming Latino and not being black so they can complain later and be like, and this is how the black people took our wealth away.
Say, what are you? I'm Taino, Indian, and Spanish.
And then he always...
Why he say Spanish like that?
He does this ugly fake Mexican accent. That's a regular thing he does.
Boy, somebody say something about somebody black in your family, boy, you pull out a knife. You got jet black Puerto Ricans and Dominicans. I ain't no black. You call them black, they'll fight your ass. Now that we talking about clicking.
Funny to me is he's pretending like this is like specifically a Latino problem. Like we didn't all see Uncle Ruckus on the Boondocks. Like we didn't all see this. I got reverse vitiligo, nigga.
Yeah, well, I think he said he's Irish. It's Irish blood in my veins.
Up as black Americans, foundational black Americans, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, my grandma. I remember. Grandma is negra. No.
You see, but now it's like, but again, he's saying now we're talking about we're foundational black Americans, and now they're gonna say that, but it's like, so bring up some examples.
But then also, you said in the first place they were the ones who all had the dark-skinned great-grandma who, in the first place.
So
they're remembering what's accurate according to you? What the fuck?
Nah, he didn't think that one through.
Nothing makes sense.
It's a freestyle carnival barker.
Oh no, sit down, Sammy Sosa. Don't come around here now.
Sammy Sosa does not, he bleached his skin and he looks like a pink.
Oh, I remember that picture.
Why are you invoking Sammy Sosa in this argument? First of all, he's already a millionaire. That nigga don't need no kind of reparations. And secondly, he would never claim his blackness. That's why he bleached his fucking skin. What the fuck?
He's just saying what his audience will respond to.
Hashtag Tangibles 2020 all night and day.
Oh, your own nuts now. Don't come around here with that bullshit. Don't come around here. Now you done jog your memory about your great Morena grandma. No. Hold your own nuts.
Your Boricua Morena grandma?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. Who said that?
Christopher Rios.
A Latino?
Huh. All right, let's see. What's my next jump to? Is at 28 minutes. I'm letting it rock so long. All right. Boom, 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 blam, 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 blam.
Don't come over here. I don't want. There we go.
All right, he's lining something.
One thing I noticed.
Oh, so this is the part where, okay, so he is, because this is on his YouTube thing and he shares his screen. Mm-hmm. There's a creep factor to this already, just considering that he's like over 2 decades older than her.
The face he's making right now is also...
Okay, so he's searching Google image of Ocasio Cortez because he now just came up off of his ass with a theory that she darkens her skin to appeal to black people when convenient.
But I thought that Latinos don't want to be black.
No, they don't. And that's why.
The only one who noticed this, but hold on. One thing I noticed about Miss Cortez. Where am I? Come on, goddammit. There we go. One thing I noticed about her. Hold on.
Yeah. He said this old man is searching her pictures right now.
Mm-hmm. Is it me? Is she darker in this picture? Hold on.
So he's sharing the Google images, asking, does she look darker in this one? Moving forward.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you.
For some reason, when I looked at this clip, I'm like, because normally she's like real light looking. Normally she's real light.
Right there. What are you talking about?
I noticed in this clip she's about a shade or two darker. I'm like,
it doesn't really.
So it has nothing to do with lighting. It has nothing to do with whether or not she was out and got a tan. She's already acknowledged she's got a little bit of African blood in her, so there is potential for tanning there. Makeup, lighting, indoor, outdoor, camera angle. No, nothing?
No.
Oh, okay.
Really? Am I tripping?
Yes.
I said, I know I'm not tripping.
Yes, you are.
But yeah, dude, she looked She look a shade or two darker in there. Let me pull it up a little. Hold on.
He's actually doing
one more time.
this.
Look at it.
My identity is the descendant of many different identities.
Well, for a minute when I thought it was Rihanna. I mean, she look a little darker.
She does not look like fucking Rihanna. Shut up.
That's something else he does. He uses his very corny sort of, if you were around for like late 90s, BET's Comic View, he uses like a general tone of that show and appeals to his audience. Remember, man, he's not talking to us.
Flex is wildin'.
Oh yeah, they call him King Flex.
Yeah.
Hand it up a little bit. Man. See, that's the little game they play. And I talked about this before.
No, you didn't.
How a lot of people in Latino society, see, they'll play 3-card Monte. Yeah. Let me pull up some other pictures of it. Hold on.
Yep, he's searching for more pictures. That added to the creep factor. Let's do that again.
See, they'll play 3-card Monte. Yeah. Let me pull up some other pictures of it. Hold on. See,
I just ruined my own segment. I just skipped to 29 minutes. Okay, that part that's gonna last with me for a while. That was a little heavy-handed. Yeah, he's a fucking creep. But remember, this guy was a pimp.
Right.
Yeah, he's looking at like, damn, this could have been a good earner for me.
Mm-hmm.
Country's flag.
So yeah, that's this guy.
No. Hold.
Let's get to my next skip to, because we do need to get this episode done.
Yes.
All right, we did 24 minutes, 28 minutes. No.
Yeah,
that wasn't.
Yeah.
All right, so going into 30 minutes.
Oh, we just did that one.
Oh, okay, good. 38 minutes is the last one.
Oh no.
What?
What is this nigga doing?
Why are you tripping? We should do the same thing with Tariq Nasheed that we did with Alex Jones sometimes. So you just go to an episode and skip
Just
around.
randomly click and see what happens.
You know what? We're doing that. All right, let's.
Someone in the comments said, this political analysis is a garbage dump trash. Yes, it is.
Yeah, this is Tariq Nasheed.
Oh, yeah, I can't control my facial expressions, ma'am. Don't fucking judge me.
And it really shows up, too.
Probably more. None of them are confused by it. None of them are confused. That's the thing. Yeah. I told black people,
Tariq, you smart.
In that whole "can you teach me about racism" game. The white supremacists are geniuses. They are very smart people. The white supremacists, they know everything about molecular structures, rocket science.
Not according to Apollo 13, but come on, nigga, keep going. Shit.
Aerodynamics. They know the...
Really, all of them?
Yeah, all white people.
Yeah, but all white people know aerodynamics.
They do.
Yeah, I ain't. Nigga, I did. Go outside, stop the first white person you see, and ask them to explain aerodynamics to you.
This is like that Welsing, like, adjacent shit, right? Because aren't the cows always like, all white people are educated and informed about racism?
That one, that's more Gus.
Oh, okay.
And he gets that. That's like a Gus one extension of Neely Fuller. Because Neely Fuller, he says that white people are smarter than us.
Alright, because he says shit like they'll go all the way to the bottom of the ocean to go fucking examine a grain of sand or some shit.
That was Neely Fuller, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Damn,
yeah, white people are smarter than us, but they're killing the planet because climate change. Obviously the smart move.
As you folks may have noticed over the past, since 2011, 8 fucking years, I've gone deep into this rabbit hole of this school of thought. These people are bugged out, and I'm glad I get to share them with you.
But are we glad that you're sharing it with us?
Yes.
Are we?
You are glad bag.
The square, the theory of relativity, they know all of these ingenious ideas, but...
keep in mind, Bill Burr, can explain to you the theory of relativity.
I would actually love to be in. I would love that, actually. I'm here for it.
Oh, yeah. Fucking Sam Kinison can tell you about rocket science.
The
So
minute
can
you
Trump.
talk about
Oh, Jesus Christ. Trump can't even tell you about Kofefe, right? Nigga. Or hamburgers.
Hamburgers.
racism, white supremacy, all of a sudden they don't know nothing. All of a sudden they don't know nothing. They got melanin conferences. They study the molecular structure about melanin and duplicate it. They can create drugs that will attach the melanin. They create drugs that create...
Yeah, I don't know if you knew that, but like as soon as a white person is conceived in the womb, they start being taught about biochemistry.
They do.
Immediately.
They do, absolutely.
All white babies.
All white babies, yes. And that's why any white homeless person could get a job right now as like a biochemist. They could if they really wanted to.
Yeah, but instead they're studying homelessness so that they can understand the Negro better. They're like, why do they love poverty so much? I'm going to try it out for 20 years.
It seems legit.
Yeah. I like smelling like this.
Sicknesses and they know everything, and all of a sudden when you mention something like racism, white supremacy, and blackface, what that's offensive? Really? I didn't know. Can you teach me so I won't do it again?
Yeah, ignorance does exist. Jesus Christ. But, you know, not to Nasheed.
Dude, and Corey's out here buck dancing.
Oh, that's right. This is about when Cory Booker went and said, and I thought Cory Booker said some goofy shit, but thank goodness Tariq Nasheed said something
even more goofy.
Right? Yeah, we're trying real hard not to say dumb and stupid.
Oh, I say stupid. I've given up. I've given up.
Oh no. You're killing me, Smalls. I think that's about it, man. I'll let it go.
Okay,
I'll let it go
but
there.
wait, we said something. This was supposed to be how he gets his money.
Oh, that's right.
Earning his butter biscuits, going along with it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Oh.
So butter biscuits, like that's their thing. That's what they call coons getting money.
Corey, you should know. Corey follows me too on Twitter. You should know better, Corey. That ain't the hill you want to crash on, bruh. You should know better with all this buck dancing you doing.
Maybe. Tariq has like 200,000 followers.
I almost want to at Cory Booker and be like, what the fuck? Why are you
Ooh.
supporting this misogynistic, homophobic individual?
Yeah, and you're in the fucking 5-digit club, nigga. Do it.
5-digit club. Oh, I'm at 11,000 now.
Shit.
Yeah.
Banging. So what Tariq Nasheed's basically saying that when Cory Booker goes up and says Cory Booker, what he said about blackface, he said that that's how Cory Booker's getting his money. Apparently, Tariq Nasheed doesn't know about the healthcare industry, doesn't know about Wall Street,
charter schools,
and the fucking what did Zuckerberg drop on him, like fucking 8 million, some shit like
millions,
that.
Yeah.
Millions. Zuckerberg dropped grits on Cory Booker for charter schools.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, that's where Cory Booker gets his money, is from essentially being a sellout in legal bribery in the political process. But Tariq Nasheed does not understand the political process.
Yeah, you would have to understand partisan politics to understand where Cory Booker's money come from.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
and he doesn't do that.
There's not just white people that are ignorant. There are ashy niggas like Tariq Nasheed that are severely ignorant. Yes, indeed.
This is wild. Yeah. Oh, but you know what, though? I don't think I can check and see if Cory Booker follows him because Tariq has me blocked.
Aw.
Yeah, so I don't think I can actually see.
Alright, just for funsies, I typed in Tariq Nasheed 2015. Just see what's going on. See what's going on, right? Skip around.
Because all that shit about it ain't that bad. There's progress, and that African female kept telling me there was progress. And the more she was talking, she ended up really revealing what the real deal was.
Ah, see, so he said African female, so automatically he disagreed. She
Why is John say This is the Jack Falstaff of the black community.
Oh shit, who's that?
Like, why you do that? It's a Shakespeare character who's basically like just like really vain and like spends all his time like borrowing money from people to like just blow it in the pub and then like just spend like being the pub philosopher, like just be up there drunk and talking shit, and everyone else is drunk, so they think he's saying something really smart.
Oh. Yeah. All right. Now, I guarantee you now, what he just said was African female, and as she kept talking, I knew what the deal was. Mm-hmm. He's going to say something about Negro bedwenching. That's what I'm predicting here.
Yes, bedwenching, yes. Or hood rat.
Hood rat or bedwenching?
Hood rat or bedwenching, yeah.
The more people talk, sooner or later the real shit is gonna come out. So what she eventually said what her real problem was. She was like, well, you know what, Tariq? That video you put out is gonna make people have resentment to white South Africans. I was like, there it is, right there. Bingo.
I didn't guess it right.
Keep playing it. It might be because she wanna
shit.
She want a zaddy.
Oh, here we go. I don't even know if he was saying that word yet.
There it is, right there. Negro bedwench alert.
Jesus Christ.
This actually would be a fun drinking game. Tariq Nasheed does a segment about a black woman. Does he call her a bedwench, a dick juggler, a thought, a hood rat, or ratchet first?
I remember when he said juggling dicks.
Yes.
And I have to cover it because it's the responsible thing to do, but that also means that I have to say that hideous word. And it's not, I'm not like I'm William too good for that. There's just a couple of words that are ugly to me, okay? Yeah. Dick, cock, pussy. Those are ugly words. They're just so ugly. I don't like them.
Oh man, yeah, that would actually be a really fun drink game. And I remember the dick juggling too, because that was the one with that's why white people are poisoning the water. Yeah, with the what black women being in sexual relationships with multiple men at the same time is why white people put lead in our water. Like, just the more you know.
Oh man, you gotta love the fact I had to stop our instrumental because he had an instrumental going that happens to be one of the same ones we use. Ugh. Let's skip a bit. Okay, so let's skip to the 43-minute area and then bring my instrumental back down again. Yeah, he does those pregnant pauses.
Yeah, he's trying to think of some shit. It's not easy to do
because
bullshit like that.
Here it is. What?
These white supremacists will start putting out blatant coons to justify what they really want to get down and do. They want to start being honest about their white supremacy. And Trump, they're rallying behind him. A lot of the white supremacists are rallying behind him because he's saying the stuff that they really want to say, and he's saying it in a bold manner. He's being very blatant about some of his white supremacist views, and a lot of the white supremacists like that. They want a new Hitler.
Yeah.
Is he like not familiar with like boards, 4chan, Reddit, Gab, Twitter,
or Steve King,
fucking David Duke,
Newt Gingrich,
fucking like what?
Dude, the fucking
who's that?
What up?
Rush Limbaugh.
Or fucking let's go back. You're from Illinois, but you might be too young for this one. But like a black dude was running for governor of Illinois or mayor of Chicago, and the white dude running against him, his whole campaign was before it's too late. Right? Fucking, when Bush was running against, and it is Bush Jr., running against John McCain in 2000, and Karl Rove put out the rumor via robocalls in the South that John McCain had an illegitimate black daughter.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Well, fucking, everybody who ran with the birtherism shit.
That started from the Hillary Clinton campaign. Jesus Christ, this nigga does not know anything outside of pimping and bedwenching and Hidden Colors DVDs.
And that's why he says, honestly though, I think that's why he says those things so much, because he doesn't have substance. He doesn't have the substance to attack other people's ideas or actions, so it's just like, moist, bed wench, hood rat, like...
Well, let's see. 58 minutes. It's to go into the close.
And it sounds like some niggas from 1815.
But keep in mind, what he should have done.
Oh, he's just playing a clip of
Diamond and Silk.
Yeah, and I don't like them either. All right, we should kill this shit off. I think this episode may have gone way the fuck over. Oh, no, it did not. Hour and 4 minutes.
Which I said, Nasheedism is a hilarious pseudo-philosophy. Yeah.
Nasheedism. That sounds real. It sounds like something you'd hear about on campus. Like, oh, man, there's fucking Brett. Oh, what's Brett's deal? He's a fucking Nasheedist, man. Here he comes. Fuck, dude. Hey, I tell him I had to go to the bathroom. I'm out. I don't talk to Nasheedists.
I don't talk to Nasheedists.
Yeah, they're no different from tankies, man. Fuck those guys.
Fuck tankies.
Right?
I fucking hate tankies.
Nasheedists and tankies, man. Ugh,
you know what? Those are actually two of the most irritating sects of Twitter. Actually.
Nasheedists, tankies, swerfs, and turfs. Fuck them.
Well, tankies are swerfs, so there's that.
Tankies are swerfs.
Yes.
Let's consolidate. Yeah.
I mean, there's like strains of swerfs, right? Tankies are adjacent to one. What?
This nigga said there are strains of swerf. Nigga,
yes.
I'm ready to start.
It's like a virus, yes.
Yo, the Fetus Collider Uppity Negress podcast needs to be happening. I just want to listen.
What? No, there are, because there's like the swerfs who are very stuck in like the white liberal feminist bullshit, and then there's like the tanky ones who are swerfs because you can't commodify your own labor, and sex work isn't actually producing a material good, therefore it's not a valid form of labor and needs to be expunged from the face of the earth. Because post-revolution.
Wait, so what about music?
Huh? No, I'm telling you, if you listen to these niggas, they're fucking like Utopia is like some fucking like gray, no color, no music, no love, no joy, fucking for reproduction, so everyone can go work in a factory and make a thing, and then someone else is going to be a truck driver that just distributes the things. It's like the most fucking dismal. It's horrible.
Jesus Christ. Why do you hang with them?
Why? I don't hang with them.
Why are you friends with tankies?
I'm not friends with tankies. What the fuck?
You are friends with tankies. Like deep, smooth, dark friends. And black, too.
No, mental health labor is not real, Sophia.
Yo. Phoenix Kalita said mental health is not real, but she doesn't understand that Nasheed knows the deal. Nigga, so step the fuck back before fools get killed. I don't understand why they wanna die on this hill. I grab the microphone, then the beat skips. I guess it goes back like the Freaknik. I wonder how much rape culture went on there. I have to go bust some heads to the white meat Alec Alaire. Had to say something that rhymed. I didn't really know how to finish that line. My bad. Venus got the skull ring, and this the pain that niggas is about to bring. Why is that beat skip so damn much? I don't give a fuck. I'ma skip to the next one. Bustin' freestyles. And or shit. What are they talking about in the chat space?
A lot of tankies identify as anarchists.
Tankies identify as anarchists?
Mm-hmm.
But do they really want to stand and start shit?
No.
To a fucking blacksmith that will attack them and beat their fucking ass with a fucking black glove on my right hand. Let these niggas overs on the land that I might stand, and I hold down my own ground. So y'all fools best to back off and flee the town. Nigga, don't fuck around with a nigga like Kane. Insane to the membrane like a runaway train. Ready to flame up a little dank, then we're on like these niggas that be talking bullshit like gang. I don't know the new vernacular. I just got the dope rhymes that come flowing out, attacking ya, smashing ya in the face with an Acura. That's what's up, nigga, just back on up. What are they talking about in the chat space?
Oh,
Same
nobody
stuff.
else said anything.
Oh, nobody else said anything.
Oh, you want people to throw you words?
Nah, we get the hell out of here. Hour and 8 minutes. WineCellarMedia.com. PayPal.me/Phoenix and William. Patreon.com/WineCellarMediaFund. Get the fuck in it. YouTube, you done.